Good afternoon, everybody. Can I ask everyone to please put your hands in the air like this and cross your arms? And everyone say multiply. Multiply. And with some passion, say multiply. Multiply. Awesome. At age 19, I was standing before a judge in a court of law, and the judge said to me, Mr. Lawson, 100 hours community service. I thought myself quite fortunate. That would mean that every Friday for a number of weeks, I'd go to a probation office in a place called Perry Bar in Birmingham, and for 8 hours, once a week, spend time digging with a bunch of other guys. On one particular Friday, a man named Ransford Clarkson, my probation officer, came over to me and said, Errol, hey, listen, come with me, I want to take you somewhere, jump in my car. I said, jump in your car? That's not protocol. He said, yes, in fact, you, and you, in my car, we're going somewhere else today. So we obliged, and he took us to a place in Handsworth in Birmingham, in inner city Birmingham, where there's a huge building, like a warehouse. It was a disused building full of wood and rubble and junk, and apparently our job was to now clean this building out and make it fit for purpose again. So we're standing outside for about 10 minutes and we're waiting for someone to come and give us some kind of instruction. A car pulls up. In the car, bursting out of the car, is an old Irish white guy. In the middle of Handsworth, a phenomenon. In his 60s, yeah. In his 60s, right, he bursts out, he's like, right then, what you up to, what you lads up to? We're like, mate, we're just here to do our hours. We're there smoking our spliffs and stuff, you know? Here to do our hours, mate. He says, right, listen, I want to start a football team from this building. I'll give you the kit, the league fees, the minibus, everything you need. Any of you lads play football? We look at each other and we're like, nah, mate, you're right, that's a long thing that is, mate. But for some reason, at the end of that day, I went back to John, his name is, or he was, he sadly passed away a few months ago. I said, John, tell me more about this football team. He said, yes, Errol, I'll give you the kit, the league fees, the minibus, all you need to start this team. Now, I love football, so I said, all right, then go on, I'll give it a go. And true to his word, he gave me the kit, the league fees, the minibus, and the team was called St. Teresa's. All of the players from a local gang in the Birmingham area called the Burger Bar Gang, who are kind of grown up around, and it was mental. We had fights with other teams, fights amongst our own teams, some days 6, 7, 8, 9 players. It was crazy. Now, the team didn't last very long because of that, but I stayed with this guy called John. Now, John was instrumental in me turning my life around. He taught me lots of lessons, but I want to share this one particular lesson with you that John taught me. He said, Errol, there are 4 types of people in this life you need to think about and be wary of. He said, there are those, Errol, who add to you, the adders. He said, you want to surround yourself with adding kind of people. When you're around someone who adds to you, when you spend time with them, you feel uplifted. Better off for being with them than you were before you met them. They encourage you, they uplift you, they're positive. They want the best for you and for themselves. Then he said, Errol, I said, thanks, that's great, John. He said, yeah, Errol, there are those who are takers or negative. He said, beware of those who take from you. So the takers are those, Errol, that they want to take your joy, they want to take your peace, they criticize, they're negative, they complain, they're cynical, and they've never got anything good to say. He said, beware of the takers, the negative kind of people. Now, I know you know some people like that. Don't look at them now, but you know some folk who are like that. This is, Errol, even worse than the takers are those who are the dividers. So the dividers, stay away from them. So the dividers are those that you want to be careful of sharing your dreams with. If you share your dream with a dividing kind of person, just for the fact that you have a dream and they don't have one, they want to do all that they can to pull you back. When you spend time with them, you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, all of their issues and negativity. You were feeling great before you met them. Now you want to go into a corner, curl up and die. Such has been your experience with that kind of person. He said, beware of those kind of people. They exist in this life. I said, wow, I didn't see that, John. Well, he said, most of all, Errol, there are those who multiply you. He said, Errol, be a multiplier. I said, what's a multiplier, John? He said, Errol, a multiplier is someone who, if you spend time with them, they are so uplifting, so encouraging. You feel like you're 10 foot tall, your shoulders tip back, your chest comes out, your chin goes up. You feel like you can take on the world. He said, they celebrate you, they push you, they encourage you. You say to a multiplying kind of person, I want to be an author. They say, an author? One book? Why not write loads of books? And you say, you want to be a business person? They say, one business, have loads of businesses. They said, Errol, be a multiplier and surround yourselves with multipliers. I want to encourage you today in finishing, be a multiplier. Thank you for listening.